to welcome those of you who are joining later. This month of March is Healing Intention Activation Session for the Light Anchor Group. Unfortunately, Lisa Jo is unable to join us this evening. For her, she is having stomach trouble and doesn't feel well enough to be with us. And we decided to go ahead. We like to keep the activation of the Healing Intention session at the start of the month. And so maybe there will be times when one or other of us is unable for whatever reason to join. And that is okay. The other can hold the space. But I know what Lisa Jo contributes is always so powerful and truly aligned. And so I know that she will want to share her planned part of the meditation later with everyone in the group. And so this month, make sure to look out for that as an extra meditation, an extra video for you to work with. I'm going to try and keep this fairly short today. It's only me on here, though I hope some of you will be able to find it. And to announce first, as we have already posted in the group, that March's healing intention is to send the higher dimensional beings and the higher dimensional frequencies of light into Gaia's third chakra, the solar Plexus Chakra, which is at Uluru and Kata, Tjuta in Australia, in Western Australia, you would see. And so the presence of that beautiful rock, Uluru, is with us here today. And we are continuing this following on the back of last month's healing intention, sending in the higher frequency light and the higher dimensional beings into Gaia's sacral chakra. And these two are actually connected by the rainbow serpent who came through for us, the ley line of energy that many of the natives in the area refer to as the rainbow serpent. It connects these two places, is what I'm given to understand from what I've read. And so it's really interesting that the energy of both Uluru and the rainbow serpent have stepped forward this month to be part of the higher dimensional beings and energies that we are working with to really raise the frequency in the area of Gaia's third chakra this month. And so I'm going to go forward and first just mention the other higher dimensional beings that have stepped forward to be present with us this month. We also have the dragons, the elemental dragons especially, as a very strong presence. Merlin, Mary, Mother of Yeshua, Saint Germain, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Ariel, the elementals, and then the Lemurian elders also stepping forward to bring their healing presence to this intention that we are bringing forth. And of course the work, as always, and the light anchor work is always held in the sacred container by the original guides that stepped forward for us to lead this work. So Archangel Michael, Archangel Zadkiel, and then Serapis Bey also. And as you know, each month it's not necessary, but we have various crystal helpers that are crystals that are aligned with holding the healing intention that we want to hold for the month's particular healing theme, with suggested grids, crystal grids that you can work with, suggested crystals and suggested crystal grids that you can work with in order to amplify your healing intention. As we like to make clear, this isn't necessary. The only thing that we actually ask, or that the guides have asked that you do in order to participate in this work, is to light a candle as often as you remember throughout the 21 days. The healing intentions usually run from the 1st to the 21st of the month, and to either spend time in prayer or in meditation or in visualization or in focused intention related to the month's healing intention. But it's really fun to work with crystals and crystal grids, and the crystals also provide a very powerful energy of application for our healing intentions. For those of you who do have a lot of crystals, and for me personally, I don't have a huge amount of crystals, so I am using the same grid each month to hold the light anchor intentions rather than using the suggested crystals. But if you do have a lot of crystals, there are, as always, some really beautiful crystals that have stepped forward to be part of this work. And they divided this month into crystals that resonate with different parts of the intention. So first, crystals that just relate to the solar plexus chakra of Gaia and that have stepped forward would be golden calcite, also known as honey calcite, yellow jasper, mookaite jasper, which is a native stone from Australia, tiger's eye, and then crystals related to planetary fire, vitality and transformation, which is very much which the energy of the solar plexus chakra of Gaia is all about. As I shared in the Facebook group when I shared the blog that we had found, that we wanted to just let people know a bit more about where the solar plexus of Gaia is and what energy it holds. It very much holds the life force energy, the activation of that, the activation of vitality and health all across the globe, as well as, of course, the solar codes coming through very strongly there too. It also holds a very strong link to the ancestors. Had a lot of meaning for them and for the dream time work that they did. So there's a very much a sense of planetary fire, vitality and transformation connected with this chakra. So the stones that stepped forward, the crystals that stepped forward in relation to that are pyrite, amber and citrine. And then we also had some crystals stepping forward that are connected to solar ascension and the crystalline light body formation. These being Libyan desert glass, which is also known as solar logos stone, golden Gila quartz, helidor, also known as golden beryl, and sunstone. And then finally, some crystals that connect directly to the physical space of Gaia's solar plexus chakra, that being, as said, Uluru and Kata, Tjuta. And these stones being red jasper and then black obsidian, also bringing in that energy of boundaries and protection there too. And so the suggested grid structure that has come forth is to work with a center stone of either yellow jasper or helidor, holding the heart position of the grid, and then placing in the 4 directions citrine, golden calcite, sunstone and amber, and then to create a solar spiraling out from the center of the grid of the other stones. So that information is in a document in the group, which is there for you to either open and look at or download and look at. So that for those of you who want to work with the crystal grid, other things that we have suggested in the past and continue to suggest is that if you prefer just to, put parts of nature like leaves, stones, pine cones that you find out on your walks in your sacred time with nature, or it could be other things that have spiritual meaning to you, a statue, it could be oracle card, deck of cards, use your intuition, let that guide you as to what you want to place there for this month's healing intention. I'm just going to take a moment here to see if I can check in and see if anyone has been able to find the video. So far it doesn't look like anyone has, so I will just take a moment again to apologize that we did need to reschedule the place at the last minute, and hope that this reaches you all in the perfect divine timing, even though nobody has been able to actually find the live as we had hoped. And then feeling also the sadness that Lisa Jo is not being able to be here today to share this and to bring through her meditation, but as I said, she will be able to bring it through for us later. I would like to move into what my guides have asked me to share, and then after that I will be going into this month's intentional prayer. So for those of you who do have a candle, I ask you to bring it and to start to create your own sacred space here. And then asking you to close your eyes. And just to start to connect through the breath. And just allowing ourselves to spend a moment to get very grounded. Allowing our breath to slow down even more. And seeing or feeling or visualizing, imagining roots coming out of the base of our feet. Penetrating into the surface of Gaia and taking us through down through the various layers of Gaia. And these roots connecting with Gaia's core, and bringing us into a space of great centeredness. And as we take a breath up, breathing up energy from the center of Gaia through these roots into our root chakra now. And expanding this energy of Gaia out into our energy field on the out breath now. Taking another 2 to 3 breaths like that, breathing the energy of Gaia in. Expanding it into our field. Breathing the energy of Gaia in. Expanding it into our field. Breathing the energy of Gaia in. Expanding it into our field. And the energy of Uluru being very present with us now. There's very much a sense of it as an ancient, but also a timeless, it's like a portal to the cosmos, to the infinite, a very internal energy to the place. It just wants to share space with us. To let us feel its energy, its presence, very grounded and at the same time open. If the place had a crown, through the crown to source and the higher dimensional light pouring into the planet. It wants us to know that it is a portal for more of this higher dimensional light to pour into the planet. And the energy of the various beings stepping in this month, combined with the energy of the rainbow serpent and the ley line grids of the earth. The rainbow serpent being connected to all of those, activating also at the base of our spines more of a kundalini energy for each of us. It's like we are being invited deep into the sacred heart of Uluru, but in a very energetic way. Like the energy of the stone is allowing us to energetically sense what it feels like to be very grounded in our own energy. And yet at the same time open to source, receiving those higher dimensional frequencies and being able to integrate them all the more easily because of that very deeply rooted and grounded nature. And the elements also stepping forth. the elements were a very strong presence for us both as we tuned into the beings that wanted to come through for this month's prayer. And healing intention activation. So for Lisa Joe, not just the dragons, the elemental dragons stepped forth. And then when I was tuning into what it was that the guides wanted me to bring through for my part of the meditation, again the elements stepped forth, in particular the elements of fire and earth. But now it is actually the elements of air and water that are working with us first. It's like there is a cyclic wind that circles around Uluru. We are energetically in the space of Uluru, so we are energetically in the space of the receiving of that air, that passage of air, that corridor of air. And the dragons are also coming in. Also Archangel Ariel. And Saint Germain. And activating this wind to be like a powerful wind of purification. And because it's air, it's the element of air, so it can get to places that other things can't get to because it's so malleable and flexible, and get into tiny crevices and cracks. And so it is working through our chakra systems and our energy bodies. Penetrating deep into layers of ancestral or karmic, fragmentation or separation. At the same time as gently cleansing these, the archangels are the air by the wind, gently cleansing these, the archangels, all the archangels actually, not just those that stepped forward to hold the space for this month, but they are placing in those parts of our energy field that are being cleansed angelic balls of light that are calling back the truth of our infinite oneness. That there is no separation. And grounding this deep into us on a cellular and DNA level. And as they do, it's like the portal of Uluru, the space that we are in, opens and allows, particularly Lyran, but a lot of also Sirian and Palladian. There's a lot of Andromedan, Octarian. There's a lot of galactic energy coming through too. And just staying open to be in the receiving of this and what it wants to activate within us in terms of the remembering of our truth, which they say is, they're saying what the highest aligned manifestation of the solar plexus chakra is all about. It's about us being steady and strong in our own truth, and so this is our highest truth of no separation and oneness with the source of all that is, that they're activating a greater remembrance of within us now. Now. And the wind, the energy of air, continues to move around it's like then it's an etheric Uluru rock in the center of us, and taking all that is no longer serving us. These false ideas of who we are, misplaced identities where we have thought that we are just a limited human, when actually we can tap into such a greater potential of that, the multi-dimensional self. And so last, just activating more of that multi-dimensional self within us. And then this month, that is what the beings are saying that their focus is going to be on, is spreading that energy through all the grids, as it's really consecrated in this solar plexus chakra of Gaia. And then taking that energy out, filling the earth grids with it, to such overflowing that energy starts to overflow and ignite more of the collective into a true awakening of the truth that we are, and activating us to be able to be that more as an embodied knowing, not just an intellectual knowing, but something that is felt within us. We feel that connection to our galactic ancestors and to the cosmos, and we know ourselves as more than just this small little human on the earth. So that is what the beings want to share with us. I greatly look forward to what it is that wants to come through Lisa Joe too. And for now, I'm going to ask people just to light your candles, and then we can work with the prayer for this month. So I can't see anywhere that I am going to be able to share the prayer on the screen. Maybe there is a way, it's just I don't actually know how to do it. And so the prayer is shared in the group as a PDF, so for those who want to pause the replay and go and find it there, you're more than welcome to. And if you just want to close your eyes and just be in the energy of the prayer as I read it, you're more than welcome to also do that too. Beloved Source, Divine Love Light, Creator Energy infusing all, we ask for your grace and mercy to bless the sacred earth at this time and infuse Gaia's chakras, ley lines and energy grids with your love light intelligence and divine frequencies. We ask that Gaia's solar plexus chakra at Uluru and Kata Tjuta be lifted up into its highest energetic frequency now, enveloping the entirety of Gaia with vitality and powerful life force energy, as well as sacred solar codes of light to support humanity in attaining the highest ascension timeline available to us at this time. May the light of this sacred place radiate out to the other Gaia Chakras through the energetic grid connecting them, blessing each and the land it stands upon, bringing Gaia's chakras as a whole into a coherence that breathes life into and nurtures and sustains all sentient beings on the planet, brings strength, resilience, harmony and balance to all the systems of Gaia, and uplifts us as a collective into the next highest timeline available to us. We call on our higher dimensional guides and helpers. Uluru, connect us to the wisdom of our ancestral elders. Help us remember our multidimensional truth and our divine roots. Open our eyes where they have been unseen, that we may come into a fuller embodiment of the soul light that we are here in human form. Ground us into the new Earth Gaia energies and let us be blessed with activations and wisdom to lift us into more of our divine beingness, that we may bless those around us and support the lifting of the entirety of the Gaia realms into a higher dimensional way of being at this time. Rainbow Serpent, take the energies of vitality and transformation that are being activated in Gaia's solar plexus chakra at this time, and carry them to all the points of the earth grids, so that Gaia may know herself in the transformative energy of divine aligned renewal now. Dragons of the earth, of fire, of the air and of water, cleanse the Gaia realms with your fire of purification and cleansing water. Lift life in the Gaia realms up into a higher embodiment of the divine love light frequencies and source intelligence that we are at our core. May your dragon fire accelerate our transformation and bring Gaia herself into a higher state of balance and vibrational harmony that supports all life to elevate at this time. Merlin, let your magic unfold in these realms, unleashing miracles of divine possibility, never accessed by humanity before. Mary, Mother of Yeshua, may your gentleness unfold in ripples that stretch to every conceivable corner of the planet, restoring in the hearts of humanity an internal peace, connection to our inner wisdom, and the knowing of our truth. Saint Germain, let your sacred violet flames surround the planet in its entirety, burning off all that is not aligned with humanity's higher embodiment of truth at this time. Archangel Raphael. May your green healing light surround each and every human heart, awakening us to a higher state of healing and the transcendence of knowing ourselves in our soul truth. Archangel Ariel, surround Gaia with the sacred flames of authenticity that burn off that which is false or misaligned and help us to return to a higher version of who we are. Elementals, you who know the ancient magic ways for maintaining Gaia in a state of harmonious balance and restoring vitality to her, we ask you to work your good magic now in all of the places and all of the peoples upon the earth now. Lemurian Elders, we thank you for the blessing of your presence amongst us at this time. Let us become kin with you in heart and awaken in us the remembering of our unity with the all-encompassing source and the embodiment of divine presence that we each are. May our intentions be amplified as they are anchored in our hearts and the hearts of humanity, in the Earth's solar Plexus Chakra at Uluru and Kata Tjuta, in the ley lines, and in the new Earth grid on our behalf. So it is, so it shall be. Thank you. So thanking you that are able to be with us and work with this healing intention for the amplification of the energy of Gaia's solar plexus chakra at this time. It is indeed a blessing to us that you are here and contributing your energy to these healing intentions with us. Asking also for your prayers and love being sent to Lisa Jo at this time to support her in returning to vitality and wellness soon. And sending love and light to each, and hoping that what we have shared this month and that what Lisa Jo will also go on to share in the group will truly bless you and support you as we ground into this healing intention for the amplification of the light of the solar plexus chakra of Gaia, and also of each of our own solar plexus chakras also.